And now, part 2 of my plan.
Well, someone's eager to start the second half of this review.
I am that hero!
Anyway, last time I talked about how it was pointless for this special to be passed off as a two-parter. And last time I promised you guys that I would have his entire plan mapped out, just so you could see how complex and everywhere his plan is. So here you go. Comment if you want me to frame it. Anyway, back to the wheel spinning going on at our villain base.
You're saying trapping Skipper, jacking his brain, and getting the top secret scoop on how to attack the other penguins was all part 1?
You're darn right it was part 1. Don't you see the opening credits on screen? Heck, even the characters are questioning why this thing is a two-parter instead of one whole thing.
Yeah.
Those were phases. Trust me, it will all make sense in the end.
Phases? Yeah, let's add that to the roadmap. Jot some of this down, okay, and here you go. Dr. Blowhole decides to launch himself into New York to go after the penguins. Notice how there's no police on duty while this dolphin is on a rampage and causing havoc. Topical?
There is only one way in. Tunnel 13B. But let's just say it's full of nasty stuff.
I want to try something. You know what? Mute this scene and let the fun begin. I mean, watch.
Tonight, on Unsolved Mysteries, find out who gives a shit about Bigfoot. Update! Apparently nobody gives a shit, so fuck 'em!
It's like he's doing a reaction video. Or, check this out.
There is only one way in. Tunnel 13B. But let's just say it's full of nasty
Hey guys,
surprise.
he got Tunnel 13 bead. 13 some odd times. Oh my gosh, why isn't this a meme yet? It also doesn't help that there's a running gag where Jillian tries to find a new battery for his iPod. I meant to say this in the last video, but I'm gonna say it now. I'm pretty sure that's not how iPods work. Trust me, I had one a few years ago, and when the battery dies, I would charge it up, no problem. Yours you must have gotten from the bargain bin somewhere. Anyway, the penguins finally wake up and say, "Oh, well, Skipper's been gone for a while. Maybe we should worry about him." Oh my gosh, yay! What a great team you are! Never leave a penguin behind. But you neglected to check in with your boss. Come on.
Guess who, penguin?
Yo, Doc, we don't have time to play Guess Who. I was just trying to tell them... Oh my god! So Dr. Blowhole finally confronts our penguin heroes with his diabologizer. Now, tell me if he looks a bit off in this one scene.
You'll make a terrific monster.
This would be an excellent time for Skipper to come home. Come home.
Sadly, young private.
There we go, we got him to work. So the villain tries zapping our heroes, but ends up catching the iPod instead. Okay, what stops him from attacking again? And what stops these people from getting out of Dodge? Seriously, I'd get the heck out of there. But something wicked this way comes, as the now mutated iPod transforms the zoo into, I guess, hell on earth. In song, I kid you not.
What's that racket? What's the clatter?
You're under attack. It's a life or death matter.
This was what this special was building up to. And in answer to your question on how this special was supposed to be a musical, of all the opportunities for someone to belt out a tune, this was what they came up with. It's just so random. No, I'm not singing right now. The first song is fine, with someone acting surprised at the spectacle. In fact, all of them are surprised. The second one is fine, and then I guess the next one ties in with the second, with Kowalski and Dr. Blowhole explaining what this thing is. I guess they're calling a truce? Nope.
I love this aberration, an unforeseen complication, cause for celebration.
This next song is, well, it's Neil Patrick Harris. What do you expect? It's awesome. Even though it's short, it's still good. And even though some of the imagery is bizarre and has you on the edge of your seat, the lighting, the shadows, it's bone-chilling. There's even a part where, well, trust me on this one.
Brand new plan.
I know, right? It's like he's staring into your soul, like he's possessed or something. Jeez, I might have OCD, even though it hasn't been confirmed by any doctor yet. But all I'm taking away from this is the imagery. It's so friggin' amazing. So yeah, now he wants to tame this monster and use it to take over New York. Well, okay. Let's add that to the roadmap. Wow, this roadmap is getting more and more complicated. Seriously, is there a point in all this? He's able to charm the monster with his singing because, duh, he's Neil Patrick Harris. Every song he touches is gold. Also, I love how the other animals are just hiding from him as he sings to the giant iPod. In fact, no one tries to fight him or throw him out of the zoo. It's like, a dolphin supervillain? Come right in. And I thought Cookie Monster from the Smart Cookie segments wouldn't know a bad guy even if he was staring right at him. So Dr. Blowhole leaves with the monster, and that actually brings the zoo back to normal. And what a surprise! Skipper's back, but really late to the party. So at this point, the show has already established that Alex is a spirit guide to whom no one can see but Skipper. So I can understand that the other penguins are confused by all this. But whatever, the group decides to challenge Dr. Blowhole with a singer of their own, and they pick Julian. Okay, now I have a problem. Why would they pick someone like Julian when clearly Kowalski is the better singer?
The zoo is caught in an energy bubble,
It's a melodious sort of trouble.
like Broadway but involuntary.
Well, granted, he wouldn't be nearly as funny as Julian dressed in a cape and sunglasses as he pops out a rap song, which is surprisingly good. I mean, this song has a really get down beat. For reals. I mean, just listen.
Everybody get up and jump when the beat goes thump, thump, thump. Yeah, this is how we do it now with a thump, thump, thump.
However, I gotta point out a few things. One, there's no people around to witness this, other than that taxi driver who got slapped back to yesterday. Two, why is Julian dry humping that lamppost? 3, see that plunger penguins? Do a crossover with somebody. And 4, this year's Macy's parade got weird, with a dolphin riding an iPod. Oh, you guys want a laser show? Ta-dow! Where's LarryBoy when you need him? I guarantee you that LarryBoy would have reached this guy within seconds. Don't believe me? Exhibit A. Meanwhile, Skipper finally comes to his senses, but doesn't think he can stop our bad guy. And he complains about this to Alex through song, of course, because they're still under the monster's green dome of whatever. Well, Alex isn't really affected by all this because he ain't real.
I think it doesn't impact me because I'm not real. Not sure, just, a theory.
No way!
I just finished explaining that to the audience. Weren't you listening? But anyway, Alex convinces Skipper to keep going, and Skipper finally manages to get Dr. Blowhole's attention. They have a pretty unique exchange while the other penguins see this as a diversion, and they attempt to take out the power cell from the iPod. TV Y rating, remember?
It's time to end this noise!
You got it, Doc. I'm gonna wrap this up now. Whether you're a physics person or not, you can tell that all of this is logically impossible to do in real life. These people got lucky.
You'll be
Okay, that's what should have happened, but no. Skipper manages to subdue the iPod, sending our villain back to Earth, where Skipper has one more trick up his sleeve.
Yes, sea mammal.
No, not the...
Mind Jacker.
And for some reason, they ship him back to Coney Island, where he was once a performing dolphin. See, you guys? See? That whole backstory of him hating the humans because of his days as a performer? Well, good news, all of that comes full circle. And by circle, I mean...
The Ring of Fire.
Yeah, this show essentially swept everything under the rug and called it a day. Or call it a special. So, that'll be a few cents a pop on iTunes, please. Or if you have common sense, DVD collection or iTunes episodes, pick your poison. All in all, this special is passable per se. Granted, it was a longer special where Dr. Blowhole had more screen time and the main plot of Skipper losing his memory being interesting, and the fact that he has to find his way back home in time to stop the villain. Although it wasn't a race against time, which would have made it a stronger story, it's still serviceable as is. Though, I really don't think the subplot with Julian's iPod was any good. It was him just wanting to find a new battery for it so that he could continue ignoring his subjects. And the musical aspect of this special was almost non-existent, until that incident with the iPod turning into a full-blown monster, to which that serves as a vehicle for the point that, hey, this special is a musical, better tune in. At the end of the day, at least this special was way better than the video game, which surprisingly came before this special. Available on PlayStation, Xbox, the Wii, and the DS, which by the way, I have the DS version. But anyway, no matter which version you get, the story is boring. And it takes you forever to get to taking on Dr. Blowhole, even though the game states that he has returned again. I mean, seriously guys, learn to name your games. By the way, check out Gamerfrau. She just got started with her gaming videos. Tell her LarryBoy Fanatic sent you. So my final verdict for the return of the Revenge of Dr. Blowhole, it's average. It's painfully average. It had me all excited when it came out in 2011, and today, I would say that it still holds up. To a certain extent, though. But either way, Neil Patrick Harris was awesome in this one. Again, whatever song he touches, like I said before, it's pure gold. That man is talented. But anyway, this special was average and yeah, I'm out of here, guys. I'm gonna go watch Larry Boy and the Bad Apple. So anyway, those are my thoughts on the return of the revenge of, I guess, Dr. Blowhole trying to come up with the bajillion plans in one special. That return. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to leave it a like and please subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much for watching. And until next time, this has been the LarryBoy Fanatic, the eyes and plunger ears of the LarryBoy universe. See you guys! And seriously, Dr. Blowhole, if you're gonna return again, at least return again.